life where I never see. I carry God so I cannot. Steady increase in the commas. Original no be part of it. You know be clear for your memory. But then now we are us commas. I get those now. Living life in my fire, burning bright. It's in the inside. Molly way, my they never know I color.
Wow, today is a day, today is a big day, you know, and I'm so excited. This is actually our first time at InvestFest, all the way from Accra, Ghana. And not only do we have a vendor booth, Ewell's Realty and Consultancy franchising to the motherland and also key diaspora markets right here in the United States. But I also am a speaker on a panel franchising to the motherland. So I hope you join us today, 5:30 p.m. at the EYL stage. We'll see you then.
This queen has been all over the globe. We're talking about Kenya, Ethiopia, United Kingdom, United States. She's built Ewell's Realty and Consultancy, and she's taking her business not just from Ghana, but all the way over to the mainland, to Atlanta and to Houston. Give it up for Dr. Hanna Atiase. Alright, perfect. Great to have y'all. Alright, so
I carry God so I cannot. Steady increase in the commas. Original no be part of it. You know be clear for your memory. But then now we are us commas.
well, right? So as you franchise Ewell's Realty and Consultancy into Houston and Atlanta, what are the things that's transferable and what are the things that's not? What do you need to do to make it right?
Yeah, so I think the main thing is, you know, just as they both talked about the systems, having the systems in place and being able to carry the brand identity to Houston and to Atlanta as well. In terms of customer care, you know, one of the unique things is the remote buyer support that we offer, because we have people who purchase properties in Ghana from all over the world and have never been to Ghana. And that's because of the support, the end-to-end support that we provide them, the video calls, the live streaming and that sort of thing, and the education. So that's the customer care aspect. And then the transparency, the trust as well. But in terms of what we need to adapt, I think would be the local market strategy and market intelligence as well. You got to make sure that you understand, for example, in Ghana, if you're going to do your due diligence on title, it may take 3-4 weeks, right? But in the US, it may take 72 hours or less. So you have to understand the market and what works and what doesn't work. So I think these are things that, you know, we have to adapt to.
I love that. I love that. We're going to keep right here for a second because I'm so curious. You go beyond just purchasing property, right? You educate individuals and families on how real estate can become a tool for legacy, which is something that I really love and admire. But you also talk about it in your book.
So tell us a little bit about your book and what can we expect in it?
Absolutely. So, in the U.S., you realize that 90% of millionaires today have a real estate portfolio, but we don't see that in Africa. And the reason, first of all, is the education that I talked about earlier. So I wanted people to, first of all, understand the home buying process. We hear all these horror stories that turn people off from investing in Africa, but if you understand, there is a home buying process, right? And that I outline in the book so that you can identify some of these red flags and then you can avoid becoming victims of real estate fraud. And then due diligence. I cannot emphasize enough. Or for example, in Ghana, you have land that's owned by chiefs or the government or private lands. It's owned by different individuals or different entities. And so there is a due diligence process for that. And then finally, when people are acquiring property, there may not be a very good maintenance culture. They don't understand the importance of upkeeping your property so you can grow that asset as well, right? So it doesn't depreciate. And then finally, protecting that asset. It's so important to understand, putting your property in a trust or a will, etc., right? So all these things are outlined in the book, Building Generational Wealth Through Real Estate in Ghana.
Let's go. Clap up for it.
Friendly and casual. I'm allergic to soft. I'm not ready for confusion. They're telling me make I show love. Stability on honor. Everything a connection. I'm not ready for confusion. Everything inside my mind daily. Trust me, you can't fool.